wants to see you at your best.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another week of What It Do Wellness. And I'm your host, What It Do, Rob Stew. And let's get into it. This week, we will be discussing some techniques that'll help you kind of clear your conscience. We're building on last week. We're going to move forward with ourselves and our confidence within ourselves. This week, you're going to need some materials. You're going to at least need a piece of paper and a pen or pencil. So if you need to pause the video, feel free to do so. Go and get you a piece of paper and at least a pen or a pencil. This exercise is gonna require you to write some things down. We're gonna eliminate and face our shame, identify our talents, and then connect that with purpose. So I first want to wish that and hope that everybody had a good and successful week. I hope you got your goals accomplished. I hope you ate well, slept well, got you some exercise, some movement in, and I hope you prayed, meditate, whatever makes your spirit well, and I hope you did something to give back to somebody else. So the very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the toughie. We're gonna go straight in and facing our shame. So, what is shame? A painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. What we're gonna do to combat this is we're gonna take a piece of paper. On your piece of paper, I want you to write down two things. The first one is gonna be my shame. I want you to write that down. After you write that down, I want you to take a moment and really reflect on what brings you shame. What are you ashamed of? And I want you to think deep. I want you to think back as far as you can to your first instance of shame. I want you to write it down. I need you to be honest with yourself. I need you to be upfront. I need you to be brave. I need you to think really hard, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to free your spirit, okay? So think hard, think deep, be honest, be brave. After you write down your shame, honestly, you've done the hard part. I congratulate you. But next, we're gonna go right into what I want you to write down next. Take your sheet of paper, and I want you to write down how it affects me. This is important. After you've taken a moment and you've written down how it affects you, I want you to take your piece of paper, I want you to fold it up. After you folded it up, you've been truthful with yourself, you wrote down your shame and how it affects you. Rip it up. Whatever it was that had a hold on you no longer has a hold on you. In this technique, what we did was we took what was internal and we brought it into the physical world. Then we took that physical feelings that you wrote down and we destroyed them. You are technically free from your spiritual pain. Now, we're gonna move on to the next step. I'm gonna help you identify your talents. But first, we're gonna define what a talent is. A talent is defined as a natural aptitude or skill. So this means anything you're good at, anything you excel at, anything that you don't really have to try very hard to be good at. You dominate in it. That's your talent. It can also be something you have a natural interest in. You don't know if you're good at something if you never try it, but it could be something that you've always been interested in that you've never tried. So you should explore. You should explore your interests because they could lead to something that could turn into a talent. Once you've honed in on what your talents are, practice, practice, practice. Don't stop. Once again, in recognizing your talents is gonna take time. It's gonna take some effort. It's gonna take some more self-analysis, identifying what you do like, what you don't like. There's gonna be trial and error. And my recommendation is to try not to force it. Try not to force one thing too much. Because if negative feelings come from it, strike it out. A talent is also something that you're born with. So many claim, and I do believe, that God gave you these talents. These talents lead to purpose. So now, you guessed it, we're gonna define what purpose is. What's a purpose? A purpose is defined as the reason that something is done or created, or the reason that something exists. Everything and everyone has a purpose. Believe it or not, there are some people out there who believe that they don't have a purpose. No one's purpose is to merely exist. There is always a reason. Even non-living objects have a purpose. The chair I'm sitting in was created for a purpose. The screens behind me were created to hold the What It Do wellness logos. That's a purpose. Everything was created for a purpose. I just sound like Mufasa right there.
Everything the light touches.
Your purpose should be something you enjoy doing. If you don't enjoy doing it, it's not your purpose. You can be really good at something, but if you don't enjoy doing it, it's not your purpose. Taking action in your purpose should put you closer to being in the flow state. Every time you conduct an action within your purpose, you should feel joy, you should feel happiness, you should feel completeness from doing what you were created to do. Shedding your shame, shedding your feelings of how your shame affects you, recognizing your talents, and identifying your reason for existing is a really empowering feeling that everyone should chase. I'm living out my purpose right now, bringing this content to you. But I do have other talents. So I have multiple purpose on this planet. Seek out your talents, connect them with your purpose. I guarantee you'll feel stronger, you'll feel better and more complete. With that, I wish you the best of luck on identifying your talents, practicing them, and connecting that with your purpose. Try to inspire someone else through actualizing your reason for existence. Next week, we're gonna continue to build your mind strong. We're gonna go over planning and strategizing, setting goals, encountering when things get tough, and sticking to the plan. Once again, I thank you for tuning in to the What It Do Wellness channel. If you like this content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share. Look good, feel good, do good, because that's what it do, baby.